Hey, what's happening, guys? I'm Josh, I'm Scale Adventures, and this is the RC Shed. Okay, I'm just going to fill you in on what's been going on in the RC Shed recently, and I'm going to wish everyone a happy Christmas, and I hope you're having a good one. It's lovely and cold here. You can probably see my breath. I don't have a heater in my shed, unfortunately, so I have to wear a few layers, but that's okay. It's more about the trucks than it is about me, and as long as I keep my fingers warm, I can still work good. Okay, so as you might have seen if you follow me on Instagram and like on my Facebook page and stuff like that, on the Scale Adventures Facebook page, you'll see that I've recently purchased a little it's a 1/10 scale CJ7 Jeep. It's a Tandy vintage radio controlled Jeep. I bought it off eBay. I saw it on there and I thought, oh, that looks good, and I looked it up on the internet and it said it was a 1/10 scale. I was like, oh, that might be a good shout for a little build. I've always wanted to do a classic Jeep. I've always wanted to do a Willys Jeep, but I've never been able to find like a decent, really good retro Willys Jeep that would make it into a good crawler. Well, apart from, I mean, the sawback Willys Jeeps from G-Made, they're really good, but I think they're a little bit bigger than 1/10 scale. So they didn't really look too scale. I wanted something that would look really, well, not really scale, but really badass. You know, really cool. If you saw it on the trail, you think, you know, that's been built in someone's garage, in someone's driveway, if you know what I mean, to go rock crawling in Utah or something like that. Really cool and American, you know, classic. So I picked up from eBay this little Tandy radio controlled CJ7 1/10 scale. See, this is obviously what's the shell. I mean, I've took parts off it at the moment. I'm filling it. That's the interior, and the plastic roll cage is the plastic front bumper. Oh, sorry, wrong way around. That way. This is the chassis it was on. Tiny little chassis, plastic chassis. These wheels are tiny, like compared to these 1.9 Trepidors. This is the size difference I'm going with, and it's a really small wheelbase truck. I tried using an SCX10 chassis. I was actually going to try and use Big Blue's SCX10 chassis, but it was too big, and I just wanted to change Big Blue up a little bit. I've had Big Blue for a little while, and I felt like he needed a new lease of life. So anyway, I was going to turn him into this new build, but it didn't work out so well, because this is the SCX10 chassis, and this is the chassis I'm using now. The size difference, hang on, in length is quite major. Let me get that in the picture. There we go. The size difference is quite major, so that's like a lot longer. And I just couldn't cut the SCX10 chassis down enough to make it fit the new little CJ7. So I'm working on it. And at the moment I'm doing the links. As you can see, I'm making up links for it, and I'm mounting. These are Big Blue's axles. So this is the Boom Racing fat axle, aluminium fat axle for the SCX10. It's a really good axle. I had that on ages. So they're definitely rated. I like them a lot. So, and it's nice and heavy. So front weight and everything. So so yeah, I'm putting them on. But I mean, look how short those links are. Those links are incredibly short. Let me try and find you an ordinary link off an SCX10. I think that is an ordinary link off an SCX10. Maybe it might be a little bit shorter. I can't remember if I cut it down or not. But that's like the link I had on Big Blue, say. And they're the links I've got on this truck. I'll just actually tell you how long. This is the front axle, so I've made the front axle a little shorter. The rear axle is actually a little bit longer. I've got my millimeter measurer here, and I'm going to tell you what size the bottom front links are. Let me turn it on, that helps. You always do this before you start videoing, Josh. Okay, so this bottom link here is 79.50 millimeters. Okay, and the top links on that front axle even shorter. That tells you how short wheelbase this thing is. Now, the rear axle is going to be a little bit longer. The bottom links on the rear axle are going to be about 90 mil, I'm thinking, give or take, because I have to fiddle with it a little bit, hopefully. So yeah, it's going to be really short. On the basis of how far wheelbase is apart, I could probably fill you in like later at a later date. As I say, I've got to fiddle with it and make sure everything works and that, because it's so tight. There's not a lot of room for everything to sort of fit in. So I am going to use the SCX10 transmission. This is the transmission out of Big Blue. And what I've done is I've put the SCX10 transmission plate in the centre of this really short, I think it's a TFX chassis. I think that's right. I think it's TFX. I think it's a TFX chassis. So I'm gonna put I've put that in there, and it has been cut down by someone originally. Whereas at the front here, this has been cut short, but the shape of the chassis is much better, much more suited for that truck. So yeah, so I've put the SCX10 transmission mount or skid plate in the centre. I've used the SCX10 chassis mounts on the front and back for the shocks. These are SCX10 shocks. So basically this is all SCX10 apart from the chassis rails. We've got SCX10 shocks on there, and there's another obviously SCX10 rear axle going on. But yeah, this is just a video obviously so I can keep you guys in the loop, and I keep getting told that I need to put more videos on the channel. So but yeah, so I want to keep you guys in the loop. I haven't done much crawling recently, purely because the weather here has been horrendous. It's either chucking it down with rain, or it's like -6, and your hands can't take the whole thing because you just like you end up with claw hands. So I'm really sorry about the trail videos. Haven't been much of them recently, but as soon as we get a nice bit of weather, or even if it just stops raining for a minute, I'll get out there and hopefully get some more trail footage for you. I want to get Wally Jeep dirty, so yeah, we'll keep with me guys, and I'll try and put some more videos on to keep everyone in the loop. And I do enjoy doing this as well, so it's just a case of getting it around family time and work. So and obviously I've got a little one on the way, so I have to make sure I'm supportive. She'll probably kill me for saying that. Sorry, Jem. But yeah, no, I can't wait for that. So but yeah, I'll keep you guys in touch, and make sure you follow me on Instagram. And if you have a look at my or the Facebook page, Scale Adventures group, there's always action going on there. Some guys always posting stuff, looking to buy stuff, looking to sell stuff. People are making events, people asking questions. Make sure you check the Facebook group out, Scale Adventures. And again, check my Instagram page out, it's Scale Adventures on there. And there's loads of pictures of trucks and all my little adventures and all my little jobs I'm doing and all sorts of stuff with trucks. But yeah, make sure you guys keep in touch, and any comments, leave them below. And once again, if you think it's worthy, give it a like and a subscribe, and keep in touch with what's going on here in the